I have just released a voice note, a contemplation for paid subscribers of Sounds of Sophia on Substack. Yeah, I really let my woo come out in this one. I had a train of thought this morning. I was reading the Pistis Sophia. I didn't make any breakfast notes this morning, but I was reading the Pistis Sophia and I was reading the part, I just opened it, I hadn't read it for a while, and I opened it at the part where it's like, Sophia had seen the light and she'd gone down, and it was the lion-faced light power, and it became the lion-faced ruler by oppressing her, by taking her power, by becoming matter. There's a whole thing about matter, radiant matter, plasma. There's so much swirling about for me at the minute. It hasn't quite settled yet. But it made me think about this eclipse in Leo, the lion-faced power, and the age of Leo, 12,000 years ago. And this is happening, this is falling in my 12th house. So it kind of explains this train of thought and where my mind was going. But something about possibly being in the Age of Aquarius and the medicine for that. And yeah, it was a bit of an interesting train of thought that I just followed, captured, and sent to my paid subscribers on Sounds of Sophia to see if it sparks anything, especially today in this eclipse, on this day of this eclipse. But yeah, this is how it works. I just felt there was something there, something interesting that I will be following, and I'll be interested to hear when we gather again if it sparked anything for anyone else, if they have anything in their chart. I personally do have a bit of an activation going on in my chart. Yeah, today, well, at the moment with the Leo stuff, so really interesting. If you're into this sort of woo stuff, it was an interesting train of thought. It was I'm letting my weird side come out a bit more in this contemplation. Although, yeah, it hasn't really been hidden from those in the group. They kind of know. They have the cut of my jib. So, yeah, if you're interested in this sort of weird woo contemplation and deeper, always sort of going deeper into, whenever I feel I have gotten to a certain level, I'm like, is there something underneath that? Is there something underneath that? It's exciting. It's class to sort of to contemplate that and ponder that. But I definitely feel that this eclipse in my 12th house is activating something. So yeah, if you want to find out more, Sounds of Sophia on Substack. If you want to find out about my living lineages and personal myth creation work, ninasophia.me. And yeah, if you've had any weird Leo activations or any sort of insights come through during this eclipse and this eclipse season, I'd love to hear about it. I hope this finds you well.